Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lana and today I'll be doing the Small Booktuber tag. I was tagged by Amrita by the book and I will link her channel and the original creator of the tag in the description below. Let's get started. I have all my notes. I'm ready to go. Introduce yourself. My name is Lana. This is short for Svetlana, which is my full name. And I go by Lana because for many international people it's hard to pronounce Svetlana. Also, Svetlana comes from the word Svet, which means light in Russian. So you can say that Svetlana is kind of like a light type of person. I am 27 years old. I live in Moscow. I am an actor and a songwriter, and actually right now I'm trying to establish a release strategy with my producer to start releasing my songs, but it's stressful and hard and scary, but you know, one day we'll make it work. What else? I'm tall. I'm 5'10" or 178 centimeters, and I'm a soprano. I'm an early bird. I speak fluently Russian, English, and Italian. My favorite Starbucks drink is the London Fog, which is basically an Earl Grey tea with milk, and I always choose oat milk. It's my favorite, and also has vanilla syrup, and I always ask for just one pump because Starbucks creates the sweetest drinks ever and I cannot handle that much sugar. Question number 2, how long have you been on Booktube? My very first video is a May wrap-up, so I guess very early June, and I started watching Booktube in May. Question number 3, what types of videos do you make? I'm still trying to figure that out. You know, I still have plans to do videos that I've never done before, that I've seen other people do, and I don't know if I mean, I will do them, but I don't know if that's the kind of thing I want to keep doing. I'm still trying to find, you know, what works for me, what would be my edge. Oh God. But generally, I don't really do the typical, you know, monthly TBRs and wrap-ups because I'm a mood reader. That's why I don't do TBRs, and also I hate reviewing books, which, you know, why am I on here? I don't think I'm good at reviewing books, so I try to steer clear of that, and I love doing vlogs. I really enjoy filming them. I like doing these tag videos, and in the future I'm planning a lot of different recommendation type videos. But yeah, I still don't know. I'm excited to find out. Question number 4, what do you love about Booktube? Everyone always says that it's all about the people, and I mean, I agree. I met incredible people on Booktube. I was looking for a community of readers when I joined, so I got it. You know, I keep finding incredible people that I starting to be friends with in real life, which is incredible and wonderful, but there are also other things that I want to mention. First one, that was thanks to Books and Lala, which was my, you know, original Booktube person that I was watching, and I still adore her. She's my absolute favorite. The concept that she introduced me to in her videos was the concept of no bad books, that there are no books that are bad. There are no books that should not have been written. There is always an audience for any type of book out there. So if you don't like something, that doesn't mean that it's a bad book. It means that it's not a book for you. And what I love in her videos, whenever she talks about books that she didn't like, that she gave 1 star or 2 stars to, she always makes sure to mention that, you know, who this book would be good for someone who likes this and someone who actually enjoys this, because I'm not that person, and so I did not enjoy it, but please pick it up if you do. And I absolutely love that. The third thing that I wrote down, what I love about Booktube, is that it challenged 3 sort of beliefs that I had. And the first one is my assumptions of what people read. And this is based on how they look, how they talk. It's really fun seeing someone who you assume is the type of person who probably only reads this kind of book, seeing them pick up something or talk about a completely different genre that you would never even think that they would be interested in that. And that sort of brings me to the second thing that it challenged is my internal classification of books based on their value. And this is, I think a lot of people, that's not just me, grew up with this value system that classics are way more important than any other book. And it doesn't matter if you read contemporary or not, but if you have not read, you know, this classic, then, you know, you should be ashamed of yourself. And it's something that I started noticing in myself, that I didn't even know I had this. I was watching a booktuber that I really respect and I love them. I love their videos, and they mentioned that, oh, I don't read any classics really, or anything written before 1940s, because, you know, the language is hard to understand and the pace is different and it's just not for me. And my initial reaction was just shock, not just because of what they said, but because I felt like, oh, I would be so ashamed of to say this. Like, this is a shameful thing that you don't read classics, what? And when I caught that thought, that judgmental thought that, you know, appeared in my mind, I looked at it and I questioned, you know, well, knowing what you know now about this person, does it change the way you think about them? If you now know that they don't read classics, that they don't enjoy them, does that mean that you don't respect them as much? Do you think they're not as intelligent? And to all those questions, it was a no. But it's this like knee-jerk reaction that, like, oh no, you have to read classics. Oh no, like, this is more important than anything else. And watching Booktube, that's definitely starting to, you know, massage those edges of, you know, what my beliefs were. And on the other side of this is obviously, you know, other books like romance novels, especially historical fiction novels, that again, in the usual classification of, you know, what books matter and what books are important, the romance novels are usually at the very bottom. And I never really thought about why Chelsea and Crystal, who love reading romance and who talk about it all the time, and that, you know, finding people like that read it and talk about it, and they sort of start this conversation of why do we not value books that are marketed towards women or that are about romantic love? What is it about this that is so, you know, below any kind of contemporary? So as I'm challenged with, you know, the way that I think about the values of different genres of books, it also is connected to the first one, which was the assumption of what people read. You know, if I see someone who's very, I don't know, well-spoken and who reads a lot of, you know, classics, a lot of philosophical text or something like that, and I see them pick up a romance novel, you know, that would initially be like whoa, what do you mean? But slowly, you know, my mind is being opened, and I'm very grateful for that. And the third thing that it challenged is my belief system of what makes a good reader and what a good content creator is like. That, of course, is challenged by watching a lot of different people who read differently. Some people do a lot of TBRs and like everything planned, and other people like me are mood readers, and finding mood readers on Booktube was so important to me, because I just found myself watching mostly all like TBR readers, and it started making me feel like, oh, I should probably be planning this as well, right? That's what other people are doing. And so watching a big spectrum of people who read differently, who organize their life differently, is also freeing for me as a reader, because, you know, I can see myself and my behavior being reflected in other people. So that is wonderful. Oh, we love this question. What types of books do you read? Okay, so here's what I wrote for the books that I read. Classics, fantasy, historical fiction, romance, contemporary, mysteries, murder, mysteries, and nonfiction. These are so broad that this probably tells you nothing, except that I did not mention sci-fi because I don't really read sci-fi. Number 6, what is your favorite video you've made? My favorite video so far was the random nonfiction TBR. It just felt like it was outside the usual templates of videos, if that makes sense. It was just a very random general TBR with, you know, no commitment, with no commitment and no real structure. I came up with the structure. I don't know how to explain it. It felt like the least amount of pressure in any video ever. Number 7, tag for small YouTubers. I'm going to tag Books Yada Yada. She loves doing tags, and I'm pretty sure she has not done this one. I'm sure I'm not the first one to tag her, but I want her to do this one. She's so funny and so wonderful, and I love her videos. Please check her out. Hey y'all, listen up. John is so lovely. He reads a lot of fantasy and does incredible reviews for those books. So if you're into fantasy, if you want to get very insightful reviews, definitely check out his channel. Tara North, which is the most recent subscription for me, I'm pretty sure. She's so wonderful. We were already, you know, chatting on Instagram and planning body reads. I really liked her channel initially because she picked up books that I did not see other people really picking up. She had some books with therapy and esoteric, something that I don't really see many people here reading, and that I love those books. So it was an instant subscription and I've not looked back. Check her out. Sun and Mood Reads. She's also one of the most recent subscriptions for me. I love the way she structures her videos, and the way she talks about books is generally just refreshing in a way, if that makes sense. And she's also so funny. Please make sure to check out and support in any way you can these other YouTubers. Put a thumbs up or a comment or something to help support their channels. We're all just trying our best. Anyway, this is it for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.